right, that's it for the training in Wildeck. The third day is over. It's 3 o'clock and we're leaving the venue. We are going home. It was a cool training, good because we talked a lot about leadership and conflict, so we could combine the two topics, and I think that was really a good way to do it actually, because the two topics are connected. If you have a good leader in a company, for example, then ideally less conflicts arise or are solved faster. So that's what I think was cool, that we could combine those two topics actually. And for me personally, what I really found interesting, the saying that a good leader is an observer, that he steps back a little, he observes, and in critical parts he goes in and says stop, or if the group isn't moving anymore, he maybe says okay, now we're gonna do this, but most of the times he's observing and just seeing the patterns. That was for me an interesting thing. All right, yeah, if you want to be a leader, also observe. What do you think, Walter?
Definitely. For me, one thing regarding leaders is what became clear for me in the last discussion, which took a very long time. They had to make a decision. Was as a leader, it's good when you know when you know several good methods for decision making, for example, and are able and have experience to apply the right method in the right moment. And the more experience of the firm you are in this, the higher credibility you will have also.
For example, when it has to be fast, a quick decision, an important decision, then it can be also authoritative. Like you say, okay, now we do this because it has to be quickly done. If you want to have a decision where everybody is on board and every opinion gets to be heard, you can let people discuss first and then maybe vote for something or other possibilities.
Yeah, but I would always apply, because people get bored, and when people get bored and some people start to disappear from the group physically, even physically, or at least mentally, then I would say something is going wrong in the group.
Yeah. So the cool thing is that you could really see it in this group, and that you could really feel it, what's going on in this group. And that's what I think what makes these seminars good for the participants, and also interesting for us, that you can actually apply all those theories and get them into the living and experience them, and not only talk about on slides.
And one interesting thing is I'm doing some things, communication skills and so on, since 27 years. And many things have changed in society since then. But one thing is the same like before. People do not communicate very well. The basic rules of the basic rules, every time the same. Only one person, active listening. What is active listening? Always the same. What is active listening? And stick to the topic. Maybe people jump from topic to topic and lose it, and it's as if the last 27 years of education in people had no effect on this.
Yeah, maybe it's time to change strategy.
I don't have a strategy in this because I do not educate people. I'm not responsible for the school system.
Yeah.
It's not my topic. I mean, for me it's good because I'm paid to tell them what they should know since 27 years. But somehow it's amazing that people are so incompetent in communicating in a team.
That's true.
And I don't want to talk about problem-solving methods, decision-making methods. They're basically blank. The only thing is majority, let's vote, or boss decides. Period. The rest comes.
But communication skills, of course, they should be more important in school and everywhere.
Yeah, they should be in place.
Yeah, but to come back to the topic of conflicts, I think it is important to one time in your life, like experience, like go on a different level and talk about conflicts, because we experience conflicts a lot.
Yep.
You probably also experienced a conflict or are experiencing one.
Sure.
So to get to know what are these different stages of a conflict, what are theories about conflict,
Yeah, how it arises, how it develops,
arises.
and how to bring it to an end. Conflict solving methods. How many do we learn at school?
nothing,
Nothing is.
almost nothing.
The person who yells louder will get the right. This is a conflict solving method.
Maybe not a very good one. So yeah,
a good one.
So important topic, I think, and cool seminar every time. Also for me, very interesting. Cool. Anything to add?
Not now.
Okay. So let's go home.
Let's go. We did it. Let's head home.